everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you back today for another reading. Hope that all of you are doing amazing. And for today's reading, we have a very exciting reading. We will be looking at a message coming from your future self. So something that your future self would like to tell your current self. And we also have channeled messages in today's reading. So I hope that you will enjoy that as well. But we have 3 piles to choose from. As always, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Please feel free to choose any pile that you feel most drawn to, and then you can skip to the timestamps which are in the description box, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello my beautiful pile number 1. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about the message coming from your future self. So as always, pile number 1, let's begin by preparing your cards. And if you want to skip to your message, then there's a timestamp for you guys in the description box. So let's begin with your tarot cards and let's see what is the message from your future self to your current self, okay? Future self of pile number 1, please give your current self the message that they're meant to hear. Let's get one more card for you guys. I kind of feel this one. Okay, and let's get your oracle cards as well. What is something that your future self would like to tell your current self right now? Future self of pile 1. Okay, this card flew out very aggressively, I feel, so that message might be very strong for you, but we'll take a look later. Future self of pile number 1, what message would you like to give your current self? Any advice and guidance you would like to give to your current self? Okay, and for your last card, I kind of want to get some advice or like some tips in a sense of what you can do right now to better your life, okay? So from your future self, what is something that your current self can do right now that it can help them out in their situation? Okay, we have all of your cards ready, pile number 1. Let's get straight into your reading. So as your card, you guys have the Queen of Wands here. Okay, very beautiful energy. I love the Queen of Wands. We will start your reading today, pile number 1, with your channeled message, which I channeled before I started recording today's reading. And I channeled the message based on a tarot card that came out for you. So I asked your future self, what is something that you would like to tell your current self? And as your tarot card, you guys have the 6 of Wands. And I channeled a message based on the energy of this card combined with the Queen of Wands. So you have very strong energy for public presence. That's what I want to say, public attention. You have very strong energy in your pile. But let's take a look at your channeled message. Okay. So we'll focus this for you in case you want to pause the video and read it for yourself as well. But this is what I have for you. If I told you about the life we're living right now, you wouldn't believe me. We are in the spotlight, fame, so many fans and people who look up to us. We succeeded together. Dear me, please continue. It will happen. Okay, very lovely energy, and I got this very sort of like encouraging energy from your future self, pile number 1. I feel that your future self is at a point, if some of you want to be in the spotlight, right? If you want to be maybe artists, or you want to be successful in that sense where you have a lot of people looking up to you. So if you don't resonate with fame, it could be just that you want to work in a field where people look up to you, okay? You lead as an example. I feel that your future self is currently living a very lavish life, I want to say. Life where they have a lot of fans, okay? They have a lot of people who support them, because the 6 of Wands, it's all about public recognition. It's about public success. It's about sort of people congratulating you on your success. For some of you, this is kind of like the energy where how do I say, like, maybe I always get with the 6 of Wands energy of like a person who comes from a very small town and then they make it very big and they come back to their town and everybody is like, wow, like you made our community known to the world, or you made this country known to the world. It's becoming more famous because of you. That is always what I get with the Six of Wands. So I do feel that your future self has achieved some sort of fame, some sort of success, and there's a lot of people who are looking up to you for the, like, congratulating you for what you did. Again, Queen of Wands is also a queen of confidence and being in the spotlight. So there is huge energy of your future self being out there, okay? Having a lot of fans, creating their own community. So if that's something that you have been wanting to do, pile number one, I see that your future self wants to encourage you today that it will happen. You just have to continue going, okay? Let's take a look at your tarot cards though, so that we can get more details here about the message coming from your future self. So you also have the Ace of Swords. Okay, Ace of Swords is about victory and success. And do you see how much lightning there is around this sword? You know, the Ace of Swords represent communication. So what I see with this card, the message that I'm getting is that your words will speak value. Your words will be very much heard by the people. I wouldn't be surprised if a huge goal that many of you have who chose this pile is to be sort of like a singer, maybe a public speaker, a writer, an artist. I do feel that your words will hold a lot of value and a lot of power, and I do see that this is where your power lies. It's in your words, pile number one. Okay, so your words are going to be very magnetic to people. I feel that a lot of people will follow you because of something that you're speaking, because of something that you're teaching perhaps, or you're expressing to the world. You have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you're on the right path when it comes to your career. Wow, Five of Swords. Okay, that is interesting. And let's see your last card, Ace of Cups. Okay, I'm also hearing a message of just minding your own business. That's what I heard with this Five of Swords and the Ace of Cups combined. I feel that right now what you need to do is mind your own business, pile number one. So I see that you're on the right path. Your future self wants to tell you that you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. I do feel that you're moving in the direction that you're meant to move in. It's just about right now, it's like about progress. I feel for a lot of you just getting there, okay? But I do feel that you are moving in the right direction. But with the Five of Swords and Ace of Cups, I'm getting the message of just minding your own business and protecting your peace. So the Five of Swords, this card to me in your reading could represent that you might find, okay, so I'm seeing a couple of things. You might find that some people are trying to irritate you on purpose, okay, just because they see you doing very well, they see you achieving your dreams. So this is where you're going to need to step in and just mind your own business. Don't listen to what other people are telling you. For others of you, the Five of Swords, I do see competition maybe around you. Again, maybe you're in a very competitive field. Or this can also just mean of completely letting go of your past and continuing on in the future. So it's kind of similar energy, but you'll just have to apply it to your situation. But the main energy that I'm getting from this card is to just mind your own business right now. This is not the time to pick fights with people. It's not the time to maybe hold on to resentment or being in that kind of sticky energy. I want to say right now what you need to do is focus on love, focus on peace, focus on yourself, because I feel that your life is actually moving in a really good direction, pile number one. So if you want to keep at it, focus on love, focus on things in life that bring us positive energy, that bring light to us, that bring us up, okay, that lift us up. So I feel that, again, the message from your future self is that you're in the right direction when it comes to your career. There might be a lot of people who have an eye on you. They might be jealous of what you're doing, what you're achieving. I feel that this is mostly people from your past, okay? So this can also mean that in the future, there will be a lot of people from your past who were maybe your... I'm kind of getting like the energy of... Five of Swords is always an energy to me of like a sneaky person from your past trying to pick fights with you or irritate you in some kind of way. And I feel that there might be in the future a lot of the people from your past like have that energy with you because they're jealous of your success, okay? So that's the point of your success that you're going to reach, is that you make the other people around you jealous of what you have, okay? And I feel this is a lot of people from your past, somebody who you cut ties with, okay? But it's just important that you focus on yourself. So don't pay attention to that energy, pile number one. That's not something that we can control, but we can control the way that we react to that situation. And if you choose to react to it with peace and love, trust me, it's going to go away, you know? Those people are doing it only for attention. If you don't give them the attention, they're eventually going to get bored, and they'll move on. So I feel some advice for you right now, and for your future self as well, is to just mind your own business, okay? That is the best way I feel for you to approach this. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Let's see what else your future self wants to tell you. Luck is on your side. Beautiful. Do you see? So no matter what people tell you, no matter what, I don't know, if you believe maybe in evil eye, maybe you're afraid of those kinds of things, nobody can get in your way with what you're trying to do here, pile number one, okay? Because luck is on your side, because God is on your side, the universe is on your side, and nobody can beat that energy. Nobody has that energy beyond that, beyond spirit, right? Beyond the universe. Nobody can beat that energy. So nothing can come between you and your dream. It's only us who can get in our way, but in your case I feel that you're moving in the right direction, right? So luck is on your side, and you also have new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius season is coming up. Maybe it's going to be important for you, maybe you're a Sagittarius, but I feel that what you're doing right now, just keep doing it. You know, you have this message, dear me, please continue. So I do feel what you're doing right now, keep doing it with love, keep doing it with passion, because I do feel that you're trying to focus more on your passions, maybe making a job out of your passions. So I do feel that that is the right thing for you. Okay, this card popped up very aggressively when I was shuffling the cards, and you have flower, be honest with yourself. With this card, okay, I always get the energy of somebody holding back their opinion, or somebody holding back their voice. They're not letting themselves express throughout their voice, throughout communication. And I feel that this is very significant with what I was saying before, that some of you, where your success lies is within your voice. So the reason why you maybe haven't come across the success yet that your future self has is because you have been holding yourself back throughout your voice. So if you want to sing, okay, this is a time for you to sing. If you want to start a podcast, if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to start a book, this is the time for you to do it. Maybe some of you are currently doing this, but you still haven't released it yet. So it does feel like you're still in the hiding, okay? But if you have been thinking about expressing yourself throughout words, this is the right thing for you, pile number one. This is what's going to get you that success that you guys want. So don't hold yourself back, okay? Don't hold yourself back anymore when it comes to expressing your voice, especially with the number 17. This is the Star card. So again, very heavy underlying energy of fame, of public recognition, of being recognized for your talent, and for you, right? You being the brand of your success. I see that for you, pile number one. Let's see what else. Wow, tears of joy and sadness. Okay, I love this card. It's such a fitting card to you as well. I feel that this is, I always get with this image a person congratulating themselves for achieving something after a very long and tough journey, in a sense, okay? So this person has been through a lot, but they have finally made it. So they're at the state of where they have both tears of joy and sadness crying, right? Because they made it, they're so happy, but they're also kind of tired, right? Because of the whole thing. So I feel this is your future self telling you that in the end, you will get there. I feel that something will exceed your expectations as well, but in the end, you will get there, pile number one. Also, this to me kind of looks like a person getting ready for a performance, no? Like they're backstage, maybe getting ready for a show, getting ready for an acting theater performance as well. So it does give me sort of like an energy of like, we made it, you know? Like this is us now. This is what we're doing now, and it's finally happening. Very lovely energy. I do feel that in the end, you will be crying tears of joy, you know? And the sadness, it always comes, right? Every ending, even if it's our journey, it holds a very special place in our hearts. So in the end, you will be, maybe you've always seen yourself crying on the stage or something like that, right? Maybe for some of you that's very specific, but I know it can be confirmation for some of you. Maybe you've always seen that moment where you've made it and you're crying because you made it. And I feel that is also a confirmation for you. You also have simplifying your life. I cherish the simple pleasures of life. Okay, I love this card for you. It's indicating that, okay, so we were looking at some advice as well from this and the other card. And I feel that some advice for you right now is to simplify your life as much as possible. Maybe declutter your space. You don't need that many things is what I'm getting. Trying to focus on what matters for you. Trying to be grateful for the simple things in life, for the water that you're drinking, for the food that you're eating, for, I don't know, the good weather. Whatever is has an ounce of goodness in your life, be grateful for that, because that really multiplies over time. By repeating gratitude in your head, what you're affirming to your mind is that there is many things in your life that you're grateful for. And what your mind then does, or what your life will create for you, is more good things, better things. That is why we always say, especially in tarot readings, that it's important for us to express gratitude for the smaller things, because that's how it starts. Okay, some people aim, and again, I don't want to say set any limiting beliefs on people. If you feel like this is your thing, go ahead. But I feel from my experience and what I hear from most people, some people just aim too high right away. Okay, it's important to have that final goal that is really, really high. That is the way to go. But when you start to make progress towards your big goal, always start with the small things. So start with the small gratitude and it will expand bigger, pile number 1. And let's see any advice, anything that you can do right now for yourself that can make your life better. This is what I asked regarding this card. So let's see. You have tune into your inner peace. Yeah, this is exactly what I was saying. Right now, you need to mind your own business, be in your own bubble. If there's any information that you hear out there and you do not resonate with it, just erase it from your mind. Right now, you need to keep yourself in the most happiest, positive, neutral state possible that you can. So ignore information that you hear on the news. Ignore what other people are telling you. What you need to do right now is find your own inner peace. Create that space for yourself where nobody can break in and tear down your peace. That is the way that you live a happy life, okay? You create your own peace, you create your own little world, and you will feel happy, truly. So tune into your inner peace, pile number 1. Maybe some of you want to go out in nature, spend some time in nature. That is a great way for us to ground ourselves. You might resonate with that, okay? But you had such a lovely reading today, pile number 1, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in one of my next readings. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about the message coming from your future self to your current self. So as always, pile number 2, let's begin with preparing your cards. But if you guys want to skip straight to the message, then there is a timestamp for you guys in the description box. Okay, but let's start with your tarot cards today, and let's see what is a message that your future self has for your current self. What's something, future self of pile number 2, what would you like to tell your current self right now? Okay, let's get your oracle cards. Let's see what is the message coming from your future self of pile number 2. Maybe I said pile number 1 before, I'm not sure, I'm so sorry. But for pile number 2, future self of pile 2, what is something you would like to tell your current self? Future self of pile 2, what message do you have for your current self right now? Is there any advice and guidance you would like to give to your current self? And let's get your last card. I want this card to kind of represent something that you guys can do right now for yourself that can better your life in any way. So let's see, pile number 2, what's something that your current self can do right now that can improve their life? Okay, so we have your cards ready, pile number 2, and let's get straight into your reading. Let's see, what does your future self want to tell your current self? So as your card, you guys have the World card. Okay, lovely card with lovely energy. And we also have a channeled message for you guys today. So before I started recording this reading, I pulled out one more tarot card for each pile, and I channeled a message based on that card, combined with the card that you chose. So you have the World card, and as your tarot card, you got the 5 of Cups. Okay, and let's take a look at your channeled message now. Let's put this one right here, and let's see. focus this so you can also pause the video for yourself if you want to read it by yourself. But this is what I have for you, pile number 2. Freedom. That's all I can say. Life feels so free right now. I'm out of the mud. I can go wherever I want. We've been traveling so much, living our best lives. What left is the biggest blessing in disguise. Trust me. Okay, so you have a very uplifting message, I want to say, pile number 2. Very lovely message from your future self here. And kind of the energy that I was picking up with you is that your future self is, they want to assure you that they're at a much better place than where you currently might be. Because when the 5 of Cups appears in a reading, it means that there have maybe some sort of disappointment has occurred in your life. Maybe a situation didn't work out the way that you wanted it to. Maybe you feel like something was taken away from you. But again, there was something that occurred in your life maybe that it left you feeling a bit disappointed, or you might be just going through a period where it feels very dark and kind of down. But the thing with the 5 of Cups, and I always say this, it is kind of like the card of a blessing in disguise. So something that leaves our life or something that doesn't work, we might not see it at that moment, but in the future it's actually going to be the biggest blessing in disguise. Because what usually the 5 of Cups does is sort of, it eliminates what wasn't going to work in the first place. Okay, so before you even give so much of your time to it and your attention to it, it eliminates it before you can even maybe begin, or before you can get yourself even deeper stuck in the mud. Because there's something better actually behind you. There's something better that wants your attention. Because we see this person, they're crying over the 3 cups that fell, but look at this beautiful table behind them. There's a celebration that's ready to happen for them. Okay, and this is the moment where after you sort of get over this thing, you turn your back and you see the positive things. You see how you can use this situation actually to your advantage. So I feel this is something that your future self wants to tell you, is that if you have been currently, if you just recently went through a situation that has been a bit disappointing, if you focus your attention towards something better, it will work out as a blessing in disguise. And with the World card, I feel this is like a very positive energy. And see, this person is having actually a picnic here, and it seems like they have taken this, right, and set it down on the ground. They have made a picnic. So again, it does feel like what they were planning in the end worked out, but maybe just in a different way as well, right? So maybe even what didn't work out this time, it has worked out for your future self, but just in a different way, in a better way. But with the World card, this is very positive energy. It represents ending of a chapter in a very beautiful way. And I do feel that your future self is also traveling a lot. I got that energy. Maybe they have moved somewhere else. They have got a job in a different country. They were able to move themselves out, right? Or they're just traveling a lot. I do get that energy that your future self is moving around a lot, okay? But let's take a look at your other tarot cards so that we can see more details here about the message. You have the 9 of Swords. Okay. You also have the Moon. Okay, you're going to have to trust a bit of uncertainty here. I do feel the Tower. Yeah, okay. So something really maybe didn't work out here for you. And the Hangman. Okay. Yeah. Your cards really speak a very clear message to me. So pile number 2, what I'm seeing here for you is that your future self wants to tell you, okay, what might be trying to leave your life again. I feel that it's truly, if you're able to change your perspective regarding the situation that is occurring or maybe has occurred in your life, or just your life in general right now. Okay, some of you might feel like life is so stagnant for you. Some of you might feel like life is not progressing for you. There might be an area of your life, because this is a general reading, for so many people this is going to apply in such a different way, but maybe you feel just that life is not treating you the best. Maybe you feel like life is stuck, life is slow, life doesn't help me in any way. Maybe you feel that way, okay? And I feel that what you need to do right now is just change your perspective. When the Hangman appears in a reading, what this means, pile number 2, is that you're so stubborn in one point of view, and maybe you refuse to change the way that you view your situation. Okay, so I do feel that the Hangman is never going to go away, because this is something that you need to awaken up by yourself. So this is an answer that you're going to have to find by yourself, and the way that you do this is by observing the situation from a different perspective. I feel that what currently is happening to you is that you might be viewing your situation too much from your own point of view, rather than observing it from another space. Like, sort of see your situation from as a totally different person. Okay, how do you say it's like a third person? Is that how you say it in English? I'm not really sure, but view your situation, what you're currently going through, as a person outside from yourself. And I bet that you will be able to see it in you'll be able to see actually that you have some sort of advantage right now, or that there's something in your life that you can use to your advantage to get you out of this situation. So I do feel there is the Knight of Swords is about fast movement. It's also about direction. As long as you change your perspective, things are going to actually start to move much, much faster. And I do feel that you will make big progress in a very short amount of time, just by changing your perspective. With the Moon, there is, again, some confusion, some uncertainty that you might not be facing right now. Maybe you don't want to accept something that's not working out in your life. But again, I feel that for you, though, it's not that something that you want to happen, it's not going to work out. But it's just maybe going to happen in a very different way from what you're aiming for. Because maybe the way or the time that you're wanting this to arise, it's maybe not the right time for you right now at this moment, okay? Because I do feel that there is a change of perspective that's needed here. With the Hangman, this is, again, a pause, okay? This is why your life might feel stagnant, because you are currently in a pause, because there's something about your mindset, something about your perspective that needs to change right now in order for things to start moving again. So as soon as you get that, I see this right now, okay, that is when your life is going to start moving. And this is about you. It's only about you, okay? Let's see your oracle cards. You have a fiery climax approaches. So yeah, I do feel that this is around the corner, so I do feel that things are going to start to speed up for you, pile number 2, very soon here. But again, it's about when you decide to change this, okay? So as soon as you change this perspective, there's something around the corner that's going to start to move things very fast. So I do see that there is something coming in. There's a strong energy coming towards your life as soon as you make the choice. You have Phoenix. How is that for a happily ever after? You see? Okay, so we have here, maybe this is like a storm, but it's very strong energy again. It gives me very powerful energy. So how is that for a happily ever after? You know, I feel in the end, and you see here you have the book, right? An ending of a chapter. And you have the World card, which I mentioned does represent ending of a chapter, but a happy one. And you have, how is that for a happily ever after? So what you're currently going through is going to truly show itself as a blessing in disguise, but you're gonna have to give it some time. And I know this message sucks to hear. Trust me, I've been there so many times, okay? But right now I've just learned to trust life, okay? So this is with the Moon. You just have to learn to trust life, that what you're currently going through will lead you to a better outcome. But this is only going to happen if you at least try to see the situation as that. Because if you try to see your current situation as a positive thing, I'm sure 100% you will be able to find something out of it that can pull you out from where you're currently, okay? There's for sure something right now that you can use to your advantage. But I do see that your situation and what you're currently going through is going to end up, again, as a blessing in disguise. Very beautiful energy. You guys also have transformation and change. Yeah, we see that your situation is changing, okay? So you're walking out of it. You're walking out of what currently feels stuck and stagnant. You're walking out of it. Your future self wants to assure you your situation will improve. You will walk into the light. We see this person, they're coming out of the dark into the light, okay? So you will successfully do this, pile number 2. And I do feel that this is going to start moving really fast for you. Maybe this reading is what's going to urge you to look at something in a different way and change your perspective, which will allow you to sort of get a faster pace in your life. But I do feel that the stagnation in your life is about to end here, and you will slowly move into better things. Beautiful, revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. So yeah, you are moving towards positive. You see, you're breaking out of the shell, I feel, and you're revealing such a radiant energy, such beautiful energy. So I do feel for you, pile number 2, your future self wants to tell you that what you're currently going through, they're out of it. Okay, they're out of that situation. They feel freedom. You have freedom here. No wonder I was hearing freedom for you, because the hangman can feel very restrictive. You know, this person's hands, they're tied. They're hanging off a tree. You can't really move. With the moon, this is like confusion, right? So no wonder I heard freedom for you. You will definitely be feeling the energy of freedom, especially if you feel like you have to hide yourself. You're breaking from the shell. Okay, so we do see freedom coming in for you. And this card, I put the intention in it to be something that right now you can do for yourself, pile number 2, that can better your situation in your life. So let's take a look at what is that for you. You have stop judging and start loving. Okay, yeah. I feel this really connects that right now you might be too judgmental. That's maybe why you're not seeing the situation of how you're supposed to. I know this can sound sometimes a bit harsh, but I feel that lying to people and just sugarcoating things, it just keeps them in that energy of stuck, right? It just, it never does you any good. Sometimes it's better to hear something that you maybe don't want to hear, or something that irritates you, because I feel that in the end, that's what's going to get you to make that change, okay? So sometimes we do need to get that feeling of, like, I don't know, anger or irritation in order to change something in our life. And I feel for you right now, you need to maybe stop judging. You need to stop. I feel that your future self wants to tell you, you need to stop being that person that maybe complains. Maybe you're somebody who complains a lot. You always feel like, I don't know, maybe it's somebody else's fault. I know this messages might be sounding a bit harsh, right? But maybe you are, and maybe you need to hear this in order to change. Of course, this is not going to apply to everybody. But I feel that your underlying message is that right now it's not time for you to judge, but to start to love, right? Start to be more in the energy of love, more the energy of presence, of peace, gratitude. I feel that you will start to see things as much better in your life than you currently might do, okay? So focus more on the positive, pile number 2. That is what I have for you today. Lovely message, and I hope that this resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 3. If you guys chose this pile, then this is going to be a reading today about a message coming from your future self to your current self. So first, we're going to begin by preparing all of your cards for your reading today. But if you guys want to skip straight to the message, then there's a timestamp for you guys in the description box. If you want to join, then feel free. Okay, so let's start with your tarot cards here, and let's see, pile number 3. What is a message that your future self has for your current self? Future self of pile number 3. What is something that you would like to tell your current self right now? Okay, let's take these cards for you, and let's get your oracle cards now. Let's see what is a message that your future self would like to give to your current self. What's something that you need to know right now? I feel this card for you. Let's see what else. Future self of pile 3. What is something that you would like to tell your current self? Okay. What is something that you would like to tell your current self, pile 3? Is there any advice and guidance you would like to give to your current self? Okay. And to end your reading, I want to get your last card here. And this card, I hope they will represent something that you can do right now for yourself in order to improve your life and your situation. So future self of pile 3, what is something that your current self can do to improve their life? Okay. So we have your cards ready, pile number 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Let's see, what does your future self want to tell your current self? So as your card, you guys chose the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, lovely energy. And we also have a channeled message for you guys today, a letter from your future self. And before I started recording this reading, I pulled out one more tarot card for each pile, and I channeled the messages based on that card combined with the card that you chose. So for your pile, the 10 of Wands came up. Okay, so you have the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles, and I channeled the message based on those 2 cards. So let's take a look at your channeled message first, and then we'll get into your cards. Okay, we'll also focus this in case you want to read it for yourself. You can pause the video. But this is what I got for you, pile number 3. I know it could be a bit hard to carry. Sometimes we have a lot of work to do, but I'm here to tell you that your hard work and determination has paid off very well, literally. And I saw some dollar signs here for you. I have more time for myself now. I feel very abundant, all thanks to you. Very lovely message. I really love your energy coming from your future self, pile 3. I feel as though the message that you're meant to hear today from your future self is that, you know, maybe you feel overworked. Maybe you feel like you have so much things to do. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're a mom and you have so many things to take care of around the home, or at your job. Maybe you're in school right now and you have so much things to study for, right? But I do feel that you might be currently at a period where you have a lot of things to do. You have a lot of responsibilities. You feel like you have a lot to carry on your back all the time. You might be even feeling a bit burnt out from constantly doing things every single day, because I do feel that you're the type of person who doesn't really work from motivation, but rather determination. And this is the best way to go about things, right? We're not going to wake up every day in our life feeling motivated to do the same things over and over again. And in order for us to see an accomplishment that we have in mind, is by doing things every single day, no matter if you feel like it or not, right? So I feel for you, you might be feeling a bit tired right now. You may be feeling, you know, I feel that you've definitely taken upon some sort of challenge, okay? And you can't stop right now, because it feels like you're midway towards achieving something that's on your mind, towards achieving your goal. So I feel your future self is telling you to not stop right now, even though it is getting very tiring. It's telling you to not stop right now, because what you're doing is going to allow your future self to live a life of luxury. The 9 of Pentacles is all about living a very lavish and luxurious life, having wealth, having abundance. We see this person is reading a book. They're perhaps drinking wine and eating snacks in a beautiful garden, especially garden of abundance. So I feel that this is saying that your hard work is paying off, literally, pile number 3. And I feel that your future self has a lot of abundance. As I mentioned in your channel message, they have more time for themselves. They have time to maybe travel more, to buy the things that they want, to take more time off, because now they have the money to hire more people. So I feel this is all thanks to you and the hard work that you're currently putting in and your determination. So again, your future self is telling you what you're doing right now is going to pay out very well in the future for you, right? This is you that you're doing the hard work, and your future self is telling you you might be working really hard right now, but because of this hard work that you're doing right now, in the future you will get a lot more time for yourself, a lot more time to enjoy life. So maybe right now you're maybe in that energy, even though as like you see other people are having fun, but you're here stuck working, you're here stuck maybe doing something in your home because there's so many things to do. But your future self is telling you this is what's going to allow you to maybe have more freedom in the future, right? Maybe even retire sooner. In the future, you will have more time to spend time with your family rather than working for the rest of your life. So what you're doing right now is actually paying off for your future self. But let's see your other tarot cards to get more messages here. You have the 8 of Cups. Okay. You also have the 5 of Cups. You have the Knight of Swords. And your last card is the Wheel of Fortune. Look at this. Look at the things turning out in your favor here. Okay. I feel that this is, what I'm picking up here for you, pile number 3, is that I feel that right now you might be feeling a bit like just emotional, right? You might be just feeling like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Like, I just feel tired, right? I just feel like I'm doing things constantly. Maybe you're not exactly seeing the results that you want to see right away, or something like you don't know if something is going to be worth it, okay? But I do feel that what you're currently doing is going to allow you to start a new life, pile number 3, okay? Even though maybe at times, I feel that a lot of you have a fear of failure though. I am picking that with the 5 of Cups. Like, you have the fear that something that you're doing is going to be for nothing, that all of this hard work is going to be for nothing. But I feel that your future self is here to tell you that that is not the case for you. Because look at this, you have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel that this is going to lead you to a place where you can afford anything in your life then. Or you can have anything in your life that you wish for. The house, the love, the marriage, the place to live, the health, abundance, right? Your dreams, your manifestations. It's all, you're moving towards that. We see with the Knight of Swords, it's like you might have this fear in the back of your mind that what you're doing, maybe it's not even enough. Maybe you need to do more. Maybe you feel like you're behind, but you're moving. We see, and you're very focused. The Knight of Swords, it's focused energy, moving very fast, but very focused, right? So you're very focused and you're moving towards that Wheel of Fortune energy where, you know, you get that overnight success. I do feel that your success is going to come in the way of like overnight, but you know, when I say overnight, it just means that basically the situation just changes in a very short amount of time, but you have a lot of years of hard work to back it up. And if you look at people who have had that overnight success, it truly never is overnight. It's just a saying, and I feel a lot of people get this misconception that if something doesn't happen in the span of 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, it's never going to happen. But you need to look at the progress that you're making, right? Towards whatever you have in your mind right now, towards whatever you're going through right now in your life. You need to have you need to keep in mind the progress, okay? So if you're seeing the progress, it means that it's working. It's just maybe going to need a bit more time for you. And I feel right now what you need to hear is that your hard work will surely pay off, pile number 3. I'm seeing that very strong in your cards. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. You have adjustments are required, okay? So maybe there is some things that need to change in your life. Maybe some things can be adjusted, okay? So when this card shows up, it means that maybe you need to go and look through a situation one more time. Maybe you feel a bit stuck right now. Maybe you feel like you're running into circles, like you're on a hamster wheel. Maybe some adjustments need to happen in your life. Maybe you need to allow yourself to have a bit more free time. Of course, it's not sustainable for us to overwork ourselves so much every day. So I feel for you, maybe there are some adjustments that you can make right now in your life to improve your situation currently and make things a lot easier for you. Or if you're working on a project, maybe you need to look over it one more time, okay? That's usually when that card comes up, that's what it means for me. So if you're currently working on something, maybe you need to go over it one more time because some things need to change here. Maybe you can make things better. That's what I want to say. You also have Witch, justice is coming. Look at this. All of your hard work will pay off in the end. You have justice is coming and you're going to make such a strong comeback, okay? Some of you might be in hiding with the closet here. You might be in hiding. You might be not seeing so many people right now, or you're just out of social media. You're out of a place where a lot of people can see you because you want to work on yourself internally, and then you want to make like this boom, huge comeback. People see you shine and people see you succeed. So I do feel that your justice is coming. You'll make a very big comeback, okay? So you're coming back as a different person than what you left. Some of you, 8 of Cups, you could be just like literally... 8 of Cups is about walking away though. So maybe some of you have walked away from maybe the community, your community, or a place that you were born in. Maybe you walked away from that. Maybe you walked away from a job. Maybe you walked away from people in your life. And you're going to come back stronger than ever. You're going to come back to show them that you made something of yourself for people that didn't believe in you. You also have air magic. Wow, lovely. Okay, so this is very strong King of Swords energy. And again, I feel that what you're doing right now is right. The King of Swords is somebody who's very determined. They're very stern when it comes to their goals and succeeding in them. And I do feel that you have that power, pile number 3. Look at this. Maybe some of you want to start writing, okay? Maybe some of you want to express yourself with your words. Maybe you are writing something and your future self wants to tell you, you can make some adjustments to this. You can make it even better. Don't stop working on it, okay? Don't stop. Pile number 3. Let's see, you have healing the past. I step into my future with strength and clarity. Okay, so there might be a need for you to let go of your past. There might be, some of you might feel like you don't resonate with your roots. Maybe you feel like you don't resonate with your family. Maybe you feel like you don't resonate with the place that you were born in. You know, the roots is our base, it's our foundation. If you feel like you just don't resonate with your community and you're meant for more, this is the change that's calling you, pile number 3. So I do feel a lot of you will be able to maybe even start your own thing. Like I feel with this, because we see one tree here with a lot of roots, right? This is many trees actually with a lot of roots. And there's one single tree on the side with its own roots. So maybe some of you want to start your own roots, right? Maybe you want to start over. You want to start whatever is happening over and sort of start a legacy for your own in a much better environment. Maybe you want to provide much more for your kids, or what you had when you were younger, right? The way that you were treated when you were younger. You maybe want to change that when it comes to your family in the future. I'm also seeing that for you. Okay, let's take a look at your final card here. And I set the intention with this card to be something that you can do right now that can help out your situation and improve your life. So you have journal it out, write how you feel. Okay, yeah, I feel that a lot of you maybe are just feeling, I said this I think in the beginning for you, that you might be just feeling a bit overwhelmed with your emotions because you're so tired. So journaling things out, putting them out on a piece of paper, I feel it's going to help you release things. You know, especially if you don't have somebody who you can really tell these things to, if you don't have a person that's close to you that much, I feel writing them out on a piece of paper and even throwing away that paper or burning it, you know, of course, stay safe. But just writing things out on a piece of paper. And actually, I wouldn't really suggest keeping those kinds of things in a notebook. I would suggest rather after tearing that paper and throwing it away, right, or just getting rid of it, because that is the way that you get rid of the feelings. If you just write them in the notebook and leave it out there, it sort of stays with you, right? The baggage stays with you. But if you write it down, you rip it apart, you throw it away, it's gone forever. So write out your feelings. I feel this is going to help you out into releasing some of that energy buildup that you have, or emotional buildup that you might have, pile number 3. But that is the reading that I have for you today. I hope that this resonated with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next reading. Bye bye.